Okay, so you're headed back to school and it's time to get a dorm room. But wait, maybe you're in a great position to buy a home. Should you buy a home? That's a question I get, and it's that time of the year, so we're going to tackle this problem. You're headed off to college and you want to know should you buy a home? We've got some more insight for you. What's up, everybody? Brian K, BK Strategic Realty. So, it's that time of the year. The colors are going to be changing soon. Kids are headed back to school. I don't know about you, but my commute went up. Now, one of the questions I get around this time of the year is, should my kid buy a home? Now, it's very few, right? Most people going to college or coming out of high school, the last thing that they're thinking about is home ownership. Watch more of my videos. No, I'm just joking. But we're actually here to address that today because is it wise to buy a home that you're going to be in an area for a short term? So this can actually work for the military as well. If you're getting transferred to an area, should I buy a home if I'm not going to live in that area for that long? Well, let's look at it. Okay. Average college might be 4 years. How much of that time are you going to spend at that college? Because a lot of these scenarios are case by case, and you might be headed back to mom and dad's house for the summertime while college is out. You might have months where you're not there. Um, the other thing too is, are you actually going to stay there for that long? And so, a general rule of thumb, whoever you are, if you're military, your college, anybody out there that's thinking about temporary, hey, I want to move to an area. I really, my job is going to be lasting for a year or whatever. Should I buy a home? The general rule of thumb is 2 years. Okay, and I'm going to break this down here for a little bit. But 2 years, if you're going to be living there more than 2 years, based off all the histories and the averages on the industry, then it might be a very wise decision to purchase a home. Obviously, talk to your financial advisors, real estate agents in that area, because everything is different. Um, Typically, homes appreciate about 4% a year. Over the last 3 years, homes appreciated on average 17%. Massive differences, right? And so the market may dictate what that's looking like. But generally speaking, we're going to have about a 2 year gap. Now, why? What goes into buying a home? First off, it's a lot to move and to go and this and that. And you've heard me talk about it before. Interest rates, man, they're 7% right now. Okay, and if you're renting, how much is your interest rate? If you're not good at math, it's 100%. You are not putting any equity into your piggy bank if you're renting. However, there's lots of benefits to renting. You can walk away from it. The water heater breaks. You don't have to deal with it. And it's really good, especially in temporary situations. So, what goes into buying a home? Okay, so you've got to go through the process of getting a loan, looking for the house, and making the offers. Okay, in different markets, that may be a couple weeks, couple months, whatever that may be. But there's costs associated with that. Okay, so you're probably going to have some money to put as a down payment, but that's money in the piggy bank. What else is associated with that? Well, very typically in our market, we're seeing where buyers are paying for half of the escrow fees. For our sakes of this, we're keeping this very broad. We're shooting $600,000 home purchase. So your escrow fees are going to be 1,000, 1,500. If you're getting a loan for the home, there's going to be loan costs associated with that. Talk to your lender. They could be anywhere from zero, more average around $5,000 to $10,000. So when you're looking at it, you're probably going to be hovering around $10,000 cost to purchase a home. Oh my gosh, Brian, that's so expensive. Yes, and hear me out. Wait till the end of this. Again, homes are appreciating at 4.3% historically on average. So if you've got a $600,000 home, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. You're probably building an equity rate of $25,000 per year. How's that 10,000 sounding now? Okay, let's go back to this. Now, you live in it for a year and you're getting ready to move. what's associated with it. Obviously, all the time, I've got to make my house look like a hotel. We've got to make sure that the flowers out front are popping and really looking good. Photos, we've got to do showings. It might take, who knows what the market is like. It might take 3 months, it might take 6 months to sell your home. Um, and there's fees associated with it. Again, I told you that buyers and sellers are splitting escrow fees, so that same $1,500 is going to apply to you when you sell your home. And very typically, you're going to have title insurance that you're responsible for as a seller. Let's call that 1,500 to 2,000. We're keeping it very broad here. This place reaches everywhere, so it might be a little bit different in the state or county that you live in. Now, you're also going to pay commissions on the sell side. So, um, commissions are variable rate across the country. They can be anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 that you're paying the buyer's agent and the seller's agent, or more. Okay. Obviously, it's all what you have negotiated. And so, if you've got a $600,000 home and you are paying 6% in commission, 3% to the buyer's agent, 3% to the selling agent, you're going to be paying about $36,000 in commissions. So you've got $2,500 in escrow fees, and you're going to be paying $40,000 in commissions. Okay, add that up now with the original $10,000 that we had, and you might be $50,000 into purchasing a home. Oh my gosh, don't drop your jaws. This is manageable. People do this every day, right? Hear me out on this. I promise you, it's not like you have to have $50,000 to go buy a house tomorrow, and it helps a lot if you have money to go buy a house. Okay, so our associated cost with buying a home is $50,000. Let's go back to a $600,000 home, and a $600,000 home appreciating at 4.3% gives you $25,000, 25,800 in average appreciation. So take that number, double it, there's 50 grand. 2 years, it will cost you about $50,000 to purchase and sell a home. And in that same 2 years, it's going to appreciate about that much. Obviously, numbers are different. Commission rates are different on a lower price point home and higher on a higher price point home. Your area may have different fees associated, but generally, easily speaking, the number is 2. So if you're going to stay at a 4-year college, are you really going to stay for all 4 years? If you're going to stay at a 4-year college for that, it may behoove you to purchase a home. If you're going to be transferred from one state to another for the military and they have assured you that you will be there for 4 years, it's probably a good idea to purchase a home, right? You got to remember that you're putting money into someone else's account when you're renting, right? So it behooves you. Hey, I hope this helps you guys. It is a beautiful September out there. Everybody's headed back. You guys got questions? Drop us a line. You like this information? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Let me know if you've got any questions. BK knows the way.